Hello and welcome to another episode of Nubian Kingz 144 channel. I'm your host, Armani Sage, the intellectual, the intelligent. And this afternoon we're going to be talking about the uprise of the black image. The uprise of black image, of a black image. And I don't know if it's become apparent to you, but it's become apparent to me that, and to most people that is, to be honest, that the image of the black man is on the rise. It's starting to become more fashionable to be seen doing black subjects, black music, black style of talking, even down to black hairstyles, and also black history. We're seeing a lot of images, of a lot of black images in our day-to-day activities. A little bit more than what we would have saw in about 50 years ago or so. Well, more than 50 years ago. About 50 years ago, there was a bit more black image still, but I mean like 100 years ago. So we're seeing the black image more and more often. It's becoming more and more popular amongst Caucasians and humans I should say. But yeah, the black image is definitely on the rise at the moment. You're starting to see more and more people communicating in a black way. You may have a few white friends or a few white people that you know, and when you talk to them, they sound like a black person. They sound like a black man. There's these white boys, young white boys, Caucasian white boys, and that grow up in the hood and that, and they got the mentality of a black man. Their mentality is the mentality of a black person. These Hispanics, these other cultures, even down to Asians, other people, are all starting to embrace our culture. And I think it's a good thing still, because for the longest time, the white man's image has been up there, and we had no choice but to see the white man's image. Every time you turn the telly on, you see the image of the white man on the TV, on billboards, on posters, on adverts. He puts his image up there constantly to remind you that he's in power, and or to enforce his image in your head, so you wouldn't think to overthrow him, or you would look at him as God. And it's our image that should be up there, as we are the gods and goddesses of the planet. And I'm just grateful that I'm starting to see more and more black images. I mean, as you can see on the screen, there's a little Chinese man, young boy. He looks quite young still, both of them. And he's got his hair in an afro. He's basically gone to a hairdresser's and paid the hairdresser money to burn his hair, so it starts going into afro form. And you're seeing more and more Oriental Chinese people turning their hair into afro type hair and getting high tops and fades and all of that. And I just think it's incredible that we got to this stage in life where people are now trying to be like us. Because for the longest time, black people have just been selling out, acting like monkeys and coons, and that, the usual behaviour of black people that have not elevated their minds. Not all black people, because a lot of black people have elevated their mind, but some of these lower life black people that's on that thug mentality, that stupid behaviour sort of crap. But yeah, so we're starting to see more and more of these other cultures embracing our culture. And a long time ago, you wouldn't see black or other cultures embracing our cultures. If they ever had an afro, if you ever saw a video or some sort of sequence of a Caucasian with an afro, it'd always be out of like mimicry, or taking or some sort of comedy or something like that, where they be taking the piss out of a black man and they'll wear his hairstyle and then start talking in a coon voice, you know what I mean, talking in a black voice, and you know, just playing a fool basically, innit? Trying to make a fool out of our people. But now you're starting to see Caucasians wearing afros, and they're trying to talk intelligent. They're talking intelligent. They're talking spiritually, all sorts of stuff. So the black image is definitely on the rise. It's definitely on the rise, and we're gonna see more of this. So just a second, let me just take a quick puff of my cigarette. I didn't even prepare for this video. I just had the video in my head for a while, and I wanted to just, you know, get out there to you guys. So just bear with me. But yeah, as time goes on, we're gonna see the black image come more and more. And with the main image, when you have an image that is the main image on the planet, you have a lot of benefits to that image, having your image up there. A lot of benefits, but you also have a lot of disadvantages. For instance, you might have other cultures hating on you or getting jealous of you because they see your image constantly. I mean, it's like when black people used to see the white man's image up there all the time, we used to get upset and pissed off because we never saw our image. And it's going to be the same for a lot of other cultures. They're going to start to get pissed off with us. They're going to start to turn jealous of us. A lot of jealousy, a lot of hatred towards us, because our image is becoming superior on the planet. And you're even starting to see the elites, a lot of the elites, indulging into black activities. A lot of them are listening to hip-hop music, rap music, the elites, and indulging into black activities, sleeping with black women, all sorts of stuff like that is going on, and behind closed doors. So you're definitely starting to see the image increasing. So yeah, you're going to see more things like Egyptian films coming out, whether it be the white man starring in it first of all, but eventually you're going to see films like Egyptian films coming out with black people starring in it. And you may begin to start seeing more superhero black films, which is starting to come up. They recently brought out Black Panther, which is nothing to get excited over, because last time I checked, the meaning of Black Panther was black people fighting against oppression for themselves, not fighting for the world, fighting for their people. So I don't really understand that message behind the Black Panther film. I think it's just a fucking a sedation tablet just for the black community to swallow, to keep them sedated and relaxed, you know, stop us from getting crazy. But yeah, so we're gonna see more black films coming up with superheroes in them, with special powers and stuff like that. And maybe, who knows, hopefully you'll start to see more white women actually wearing afro hair, because we're starting to see that now as well. I did a video talking about the other day saying you don't see white women walking around with afros on their hair, but you see black women walking around with white women's weaves on their hair, and fur on their hair. So why do the black women do that when the white women don't do that? But I should have done a bit more research. You're starting to see it. The images are starting to come, and they're trying to cover up all the images. And for these kind of images, they're trying to charge you money. They're trying to charge. They wanted to charge me money. This image that's up now, they wanted to charge me money for these images. I said, fuck that, I'm going to download the image. How can you charge me money for the image of my own people? They're carrying the image of my own people. That means that image belongs to us. And we're in control of how much it should be charged for, or receipt of any money or payment for those images, because the image belongs to us. So I just downloaded it based on that fact in it. So that's why it's up on the screen at the moment. And as you can see, the boy on the right, he's he's got a classic, you know, young black man's hair. Most young black people, when they're very young, have that hairstyle, you know, and have the hairstyle where they have their sides shaved and then plaits on the top. It's usually one of the first styles you get when you're growing your hair, you know. For a lot of black people anyway, a lot of young black boys will grow their hair like that sort of style, as to getting the full plaits all over. But yeah, so you see him busting a classic young black boy's hairstyle. And if you look at the gentleman in the middle, he's busting like a black man's hairstyle. That's a typical black man's hairstyle, sort of the black sort of style of a stylish black man. You know, a black man's trying to be stylish. He's trying to get his hair in a nice style. He'll have his hair in that style there. And he's obviously seen it on another black man and thought, yeah, that looks stylish. And thought, yeah, I'm gonna go get that for myself. You know? The other guy, he's just gone all out and said, you know what, fuck this, man. Fuck this, man. We're going Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're going Arnold Schwarzenegger mode, man. And he's just gone and got the full afro, blood. You know what I mean? He just said, fuck this, man. I don't want to be Chinese no more, man. And he's just gone for the full afro, blood. He's looking to get fucking dreadlocks. I don't know what he's gonna get with that, but that's his hair, yo. That's his hair. He just did something to it to turn it into that texture. But that's his hair, and as you can see, it's a full afro, fully afro. It's not the same amount of ether as our afro. It would be a very low ether, but it's getting close. You know, maybe who knows, in the future they could probably design their hair to be like ours. It would never be the same amount of ether, but it could be close, you know. So, but yeah, he's just gone for the full afro, man. He's just gone for the full afro. And even though I have these 3 Chinese images, I also saw among the pictures that I was looking through images of the white man, white woman, posh upper class white women wearing black hairstyles, like in braids and stuff like that. And you are starting to see stuff like that. You're not starting to see white women really wearing afros. You know, you do come across occasionally, the rare one occasionally, maybe probably on TV screen, never in person, or maybe on the picture, something like that, for some sort of model picture. But when it comes to braiding their hair, like into black hairstyles, you're starting to see the white woman busting braids, black women hairstyle braids in their hair, which you would never have seen a long years ago. Like I'm talking like 100 years ago or whatever, you would never have seen that. Or maybe you would have, who knows. But I never saw it really when I was very young. Although there was a few white girls that I saw growing up that did have their hair in a black hairstyle. But then the area that I came from was the hood, so a lot of the white girls, they had the characteristics and personality of a black girl. Yeah, the image of the black man, or black people, I should say, the image of black people is definitely on the rise. And you're going to start to see it more and more as you go about your day-to-day activities. And then as you watch films and stuff like that, you know. And for the longest time we've been imitating the white man's image. I mean, the white man's image has been everywhere, from television to posters to magazines, you name it. You see his image up. And this is how you know that black people are becoming very popular. And I think it's due to the music as well. Black people's music has had a major influence on these circumstances changing, with other cultures trying to be like our culture. And there's a lot of it is to do with the black music. The black music is very popular, and we're being seen as a predominant race and as a strong race. And if you know anything about Chinese people, they admire strong people. They like strength, and they see the black man as strong at the moment. He's strong. they're starting to see like how strong we are, but they haven't seen our full strength. They're just seeing a glimpse of our strength, for our personality and the way we handle ourselves and stuff like that. And they know that we get into fights regularly, so they've seen us as warriors, and they're attracted to that image, that sort of persona of our people, and that's why they're starting to carry our image. And it's a good thing, because the more people that turn to our image, basically we can turn those people into allies. Eventually, all these people with plaques that you're seeing, all these Chinese people on the screen, all people like that, they have the potential of turning them onto our side, which is starting to happen a little bit. It's starting to happen a little bit. China and other black countries are starting to work together and work out their differences, and realizing that they need each other to support each other, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of battles ahead, and we're going to need to have to link up in order to survive and win some of these battles. And we have been oppressed out of a lot of countries. We're part of the people that have been oppressed in some kind of way by our governments and by other cultures. So that was bound to happen, that kind of link up. But yeah, man, so the rise of the black image. You've seen it for yourself on the screen. I don't know if you've got Instagram, some of you, or I would say Facebook. I wouldn't say Facebook as much, but Instagram or TikTok. You're going to start to notice that there's more and more Oriental and other cultures starting to come out of their hiding places. You're starting to see more and more ethnic cultures walking around, and the white man is mad. The white man's mad that the black image is starting to be on the rise. He's vexed. He's pissed. He's pissed because he knows that his image is no longer superior on the planet, and he's fucking mad about it, man. And he's gonna do everything he can to throw dirt on our image, to put images of us up doing degenerate stuff. You know, that's why he's trying to get black people to wear skirts and dresses and handbags and that, because he's trying to make our image look feminine as he can, because he knows that the black image is looking masculine and a little too masculine, to the point where it's overwhelming and frightening. And he's afraid of the black image. That's why he's trying to do everything he can to try and make the black image look ridiculous, to take away some of his fear against us. You know? These are all Cold War tactics and techniques. You know? Usually when a country or a race feels threatened by another race, they'll do things to make the other race look ridiculous out of fear for that race, so it decreases their fear for those people. And that's what they're doing. So yeah, man, just want to let that sink in for a little bit, man. Let that sink in for a little bit. What I just said. We just like this, take a couple of puffs. I'm not gonna jump on this video for too long. I pretty much said everything that I need to say. I made my point. You know. So yeah. So I just wanted to jump on quickly and just make this point and this announcement that it's official now. The black image is on the rise. Is up there. It's one of the most masculine images, most powerful image, the most heartfelt image. And there are people trying to deter our image. So as black people, my message to you is this: be conscious of how other people see you. Even if some days you feel a bit bummy and you feel like you don't want to put on an effort, just try and put on an effort to dress a bit smarter, you know, to be conscious and considerate of how other people see you and how you treat others. because the whole world is watching us at the moment, watching us to see how we treat others, watching us to see how we respond to situations. We're under a severe test, and we're going to pass with flying colours, man. Don't you worry about that. Just believe. Always believe and think positive when it comes to our people. All these people talking about the black race is finished and all this crap, it's going to be finished because you manifesting it with your words. The black race ain't finished. It ain't finished, and it never was going to be. In fact, it's going to be elevated in all different ways. And you're going to start to see it creeping up, which you're already starting to see. So yeah, with that bearing in mind, I've been your host, Armady Sage. You've been watching Nubian Kingz 144 channel. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.